Hey guys, just here again. I literally just played this yesterday, and you're still going to be seeing that for the next week, so yeah. But there's Cradle, it's here and stuff, even though it doesn't really seem like a, it's not really a Cradle of civilization when there's not much civilization that gets affected by it, but yeah, sure, whatever, I don't care. So it's all this craziness is here and all that stuff, and it's very... Yeah, yeah, they did stuff. That's pretty much all I can say for the most part. Although, since we're here, let's take a look at the... Oh, it's not going to be here, no. I was going to say, let's look at the trade map mode. I was going to say, where's the trade goods map mode? But I don't think that exists. And yeah, you can't. Unless I can check development. No, it doesn't even tell you what the trade goods are. Because I was trying to find the good provinces that now have like all of the new trade goods, the livestock, the glass, the paper, and all the other crazy stuff. So yeah, there's the Middle East. It's crazy. Here's Iran and sorts. That's crazy. Here's Tibby, kind of exploded. Similarly crazy. Yeah. So apparently the big thing now is the Mamluks are apparently powerful compared to Kebab. Kebab here with only 35 provinces and 319 dev, versus the Mamluks who have 44 provinces and 339 dev, along with 2 vassals and 2 sets of guarantees. I don't know why they start like that. Whereas Kebab, still just guarantees Ragasu, but of course they don't have an easy start either, because apparently Albania is now guaranteed by Venice, which is a very odd when you consider that, Albania, when you have the core in Albania, it's a bit bizarre. But okay. You also guarantee the knights. What is it, all these starting guarantees going on? Like the guarantee of Scotland. There's no other random guarantees out there in the world, is there? Well, apart from the Muscovites having all of their starting stuff. Oh no, Georgia still guarantees a bunch of stuff. And yeah, so I don't know, it's all a bit weird. Anyway, apparently playing the Mamluks is the thing to do now, because with Kebab being a little bit, well, they say nerfed, more in essence of they don't have absolutely no free cores apart from the one in Albania, and if they do try to go toward Albania, that means they fight Venice, and Venice can kind of fight a bit hard, somewhat, maybe against some. I don't really ultimately know. Some make you say that now's the time to play Blurple as well, because with Kebab usually kind of screwing themselves off at the start, usually have an easier time. I don't know. All I know is there's an achievement as the Mamluks for getting to maxing out your army professionalism and then eating the Kebab, or at least making sure the Kebab no longer exists. I don't know if it... I don't actually know which it is. The description says annex the Ottomans. I'm presuming it's just going to be like Ottomans do not exist. Then there's lots of other crazy stuff. I played the Mamluks a while back, and I mean a while back. I think it was actually... I don't know how far back it was when I played the Mamluks, but it was, I started as Mamluks, and basically I think I did Arabian coffee as them. That was like... Here's a good question. How long ago was that? Let's go look through the achievements list. Arabian Coffee, 3rd of April 2015. So yeah, that would be when I did that. Because I'm not sure there's no other... Yeah, no, that's the only one. But that was when I did that. Arabian Coffee, it was 3rd of October, or 3rd of April 2015. Oh, right. There's another one for starting as an array. Yeah, there's a lot of random stuff that's... I don't know. I don't know. Let me just... Yeah, okay, that's all as it is. Sure, fine, whatever. Let's just do this or something. I don't even know what is even this called again? There was a name for it, and I can't even remember what it was. The Levant Turnabout or something. I don't really pay too much attention to these things, because you're in far too much of a rush after it launches to get this out, so you can get those, early search results, early views, and all that other crazy crap that... I don't know. This is the world of content creation we live in these days. So yeah, there's a start screen. It tells you about the nation when you start. I know, it's cool, isn't it? Once the elite of the eye. I'm not going to read this. If you actually want to read this, I would advise you press the pause button and read it, because I'm pretty much just going to glance through it and kind of find the important stuff. But you know, very harsh stuff, influence from the Beyliks, protector of the holy cities, influencing Yemen, Ethiopia, purchasing new Mamluks of Circassian, mostly Circassian origin, the death of Timur's root, the greatest threat in the region, blah blah blah, yeah, sure, whatever. It has many enemies but fears few of them. Religion, you're Sunni, so good stuff. Although, yeah, the cav to infantry ratio, so we can have 60% cav, so yeah, sure, whatever. Not really, probably not going to do that. Piety was changed, we'll get into that, or at least, now that it was changed, it's still low and high, the effects are still the same, it just has different type names, and now you can basically trade in some of your high or low piety for a bonus to push it back a fair bit or something, I don't know. Oh yeah, the Muslim schools and all that stuff. The Shafi school gives an extra merchant, that's why we have 3. The government. Mamluk government. If there's one thing I'm really not liking about these updates as they come along, they keep adding so many new, different, unique governments that they're kind of... There's now so many of them that they're kind of no longer unique, you know. Governments aren't exactly unique if everyone in the world has their own special government. I think it'd be nice if instead of Mamluk government, you instead, you know, just had, it was something to do with your particular Ikta level or whatever it is or something. It's like, it's like England starting with the English monarchy. I mean, why can't they just have a very, very, very early constitutional government or something? I don't get it. It's the same with, I mean, because obviously, you know, Kebab has the Ottoman government or the Sultanate of Rum, whatever it is. Oh, also, by the way, Osman Oglu is now 646 instead of the 556 he used to be. Not that changes anything. And I think there's like even, you're just a standard Ikta, but then there's like all these now tribal federations, and I really don't think they have any others of those kind of unique governments around there, but I don't know. Anyway, it's an annoyance. I don't know why there's so many different special governments, and I wish they'd change them and make them a bit more generic. Yeah, it stuff. You have buttons. Oh. Why did they change that? Anyway, you now have buttons. Promote your ruler culture, sell slaves of the ruler's culture, and recruiting from the ruler's culture. Yeah. Depending on the skills of your ruler, strength of the abilities, and how much is your country is of the ruler's culture. So because our ruler... Oh yeah, we'll obviously get into cultures and all that other crazy stuff. Following succession, you pick candidate sultans. They're separated by what culture from when your country supports them, and... The ruling elite will distrust anyone with a large support. The more of your population of the same culture as your new ruler, the lower his legitimacy. That's interesting, even because you don't exactly gain much legitimacy here. Any states no one cares. There are no region-wide mechanics in this region. You are free to fill this void of authority. Yeah, sure, fine, whatever. So, because our ruler is... So, let's take a look at it. Our ruler is... Yeah, our Circassian. He's also 70 bloody 2. What the hell? Damn. On monarch death, yeah, Mamlukian noble, because there's no heir, you just get them. Also, similarly, advisors will have religions and cultures, all that other crazy stuff. So you're 72, you're Circassian, so if I could press the button, I could promote Circassian in government to gain for 1 year? I think these are obviously relevant to the culture, because I could have sworn it was... Once you build this up, it's the time is based on how much the culture is. But anyway, all power costs, you just get free money or free manpower, and it goes up. We gain, what is it, 5 base for 3, and this value will reset when they die. Oh, that's lovely. Syrian is promoted. That's fine. Oh, wait, Mamluk government makes it cheaper. Okay, hang on. Let's take a look at all this. Monthly autonomy chain. So we have autonomy tick down. we have +3 max promoted cultures, so we can start promoting cultures really early if we want to. We gain a +2 to our ruler's admin skills, so we're guaranteed at least a 3 in admin, which is very helpful. Cost of advisors with ruler's culture and promote culture costs go down as well. Cost of advisors with ruler's culture. So if I have Circassian rulers, then Circassian advisors are cheaper. If I end up with, say, a Syrian ruler, then Syrian advisors are cheaper. Which I'm sure we'll figure out when we get there, but it's mostly just going to be Egyptian, Syrian. There is also Bedouin, it's in the same culture group. So I could, but I suppose really it's all dependent on figuring out where all the cultures are. So this is all the same. Is this still all Levantine? Wait, when did... I thought... Okay, so did they change the cultures a bit? I could have sworn there was a period where Turkish wasn't Arabian. Or did they make it Arabian again? I honestly can't remember. So we own all Egyptian land, there's a fair bit of Bedouin land, I'm not sure if we're going to go that way. We have pretty much all the Syrian land, so really it's just the Turkish land we want. Oh, and this sounds like some of the new music as well. I don't know what the new music is, it's just going to come as we go, so... what can you do? So, starting money, 3 ducats a month because we spent quite a bit on our army. We have 10 ducats being spent on the army almost immediately because we have 32 of 41. That's why army so expensive then, is it? Cav, 4, 2, and 3. Why all of these separate things? There we go, 8 and 3. You'll soon be 8 and 3, and you need to be 8 and 3. There you go. Beautiful, 8 and 3. Oh, okay. So that shows me that a unit is building. There is also conforming to templates, which is, I guess, that'll be that there. You have to create a template. Units are already being built to merge, whatever. I don't really care about conforming to templates just yet. We'll do that later. There's stuff to look through, including professionalism. So we start with 10% professionalism, which is good. So we do have that teeny tiny little bit extra siege ability and damages. Obviously professionalism is that whole new thing where, you have a professional army as opposed to one reliant on, plebs and random people who want to come in as mercenaries, that sort of thing. So gain immediate gains as you recruit generals, lose it immediately as you recruit mercs, and also make more as you get more as you drill your armies, which is the option. Where is it? It's somewhere around here, isn't it? Enable army drilling. You cannot drill an army without elite. Well, that's okay. Apparently that's what you can do. So we have, that's just all our forts. There's a siege ability. Yeah, it's all the other random crap. Really, it just means, oh yeah, you can also do that where you can basically destroy your army professionalism in exchange for free manpower. So more ways of getting more manpower. Apparently, and this is just something in general, the world over has been adjusted with their amount of manpower they have at the start, and troops that they have at the start as well. So, oh yeah, there's also the quality comparison. Look at how little manpower everything one starts with now. I mean, it's quite bizarre. I mean, France starts with the most manpower of everything, and is that just simply because they have that extra 20% to start with or something? I mean, their max manpower should be a fair bit higher than what it is, I think. Maybe they're at their max manpower, I don't know, because they can be coming into the fight. When it comes to overall troops, look at Ming. Ming has, nothing for manpower. But, of course, has all of the force limit and all of the starting armies. So Mamluk's second hardest starting army. I think Muscovy might have a similar one, although considering I can't see them, who knows? Apparently Austria got a huge nerf bat in this. They only start with 16,000 troops for their 51 force limit, so... Yeah, it's interesting. So we're going to have to be careful in these early wars, because we can't really rely too much on that. We don't want to drain the manpower too much. We also have we're also starting a decent amount of legalism, where we're already halfway to legalism. Which is, yeah, okay. Legalism is the old high piety. Mysticism is the old low piety. The bonuses and effects are still the same. You still get the missionary strength. No, wait. Never mind. It's the other way around. Never mind, I got that wrong. Okay. Mysticism is high piety. Legalism is low piety. Right, that's what it was. So yeah, tax manpower and tech costs for legalism. And missionary strength, morale, and fort defense for mysticism. Although, did they change it? No, yeah, no. I think they... Am I right? Did they actually flip this around? Because, just reading this here. Move your position on the scale. Declaring war on infidels will increase your piety. But increasing your piety used to give you these bonuses. Missionary strength, morale, and fort defense. Whereas low piety used to give you tax manpower and tech cost reduction. Did they actually flip these? Really? I don't remember reading that. Unless this is a day one bug that I don't know. Wow, that's interesting. Wow. Okay, so we start with some. Wait, where is the Shia land? I think we already started with some Shia land. It's Seda. It's obviously going to be finding all these new provinces is going to be a thing. Seda and Tarabus al Shala. Oh, up here. So you're Shia. So you're both Shia to start. Interesting. Yeah, I'm such a perfectionist, don't worry about that. But yeah, they flip those bonuses around. Okay, so, and the other option of, or you can basically turn these, if you get too much of it, you can basically turn them in. So if you get 75 legalism, you'll lose 2 corruption immediately, and on the other side, you gain manpower if you're massively high on mysticism. It's weird. Okay, Muslim schools. This is going to be fun. Scholars from other people. You need someone to... You need to have 50 admin. I think it costs you 50 admin to invite it. You need to be allied, a subject, or the overlord of someone from a different school. You need the opinion of at least 150, and you need to, well, not have that right now. A few interesting bonuses. Obviously, having the Shafi schools giving the merchant, there's some AE impact. Looks like Najd has it, I think. So I'd have to get friendly with Najd in order to do that. So there's the... Oh yeah, there's also various other things. These schools will also change how well things are. Because, I'm not saying religious school, but like, for example, you're friendly. Here's a massive dislike religious school relation and all other crazy stuff. It's all very odd. I don't know, but there's some random bonuses you can pick up. Dev cost, legitimacy, shock damage, shock defense, basically, the merchant, all that other weird stuff. And apparently you can also now convert your subjects' land to their current religion, which at the moment is... Also, the fact that we start with 2 subjects, I still don't even know them. So, Fadl, right here, you're just this guy. How many cores do you have? A few of them. In fairness, that means they have a CB on Aniza to basically just go in there immediately and retake your core. We also have Hejaz as a vassal who, well, are just Hejaz, so... Nah. They're Hejaz. They've been there a while. Doesn't really matter much. What else we do? We start guaranteeing Medina. No. Why on earth would I waste my time guaranteeing you? Like... Yeah, because, you're not going to... Actually, you're very close to it. But I'm not sure I really care about vassals right now. I want to find friends, like, ooh, AQ, for example. AQ got pretty well buffed, although we're up there. Really, I want to see about you. AQ has to threaten towards Kebab. That's okay. Friendly as always with the Tunisian. Yes, I don't have to worry about that. Fezzen guaranteed by Tunis. You know, the usual stuff. Either way, Kebab and... Why does Makuria hate me? Why was Makuria at minus 160 there for a second? Either way, Cyprus, you are... Yeah, you're of no interest to me. Get rid of that. I'm not wasting my dip slots on you. And I'm very tempted to not waste my dip slot on Medina either. I don't know why I am anyway. Let's check the trigger modifier. So Custodian of the Holy Cities. Mecca, owned by Hejaz, and Medina, owned by or subject. Yeah, they think they changed a couple of those. I also own Jerusalem, so I get the missionary from that, and I could get the extra one from Rome as well. And yeah, blah blah blah. Don't care about those. Jeez, I still haven't even gotten into the start of the game because there's so much random crap to have to figure out now. Why do I have yearly corruption? Religious unity. Didn't that always affect your corruption, low unity? I think it always did. So that's there. We have 6 forts. Jesus. Why so many forts? Right, we got a fort. So we got the Alexandria fort, we got the Cairo fort, I'm gonna keep. We got this fort, which I probably don't want. There's a fort here. It's not mine. We got a fort in Damascus, and then we got a fort here in... Oh, this is Aleppo. Oh, no, wait, this is the Aleppo areas in general. And we got the fort here in Halab. So we got random forts everywhere. Oh, and the estates. Of course, the starting estates. There's so much crap to... Oh, right. They changed the look of these. Is that because they added another one here? Yes, they added the exploit development feature. So yeah, there's this thing where you can basically ruin your provinces manually for free stuff. I don't see why anyone would want to, but sure. There you go. You can ruin development of your lands for free shit. Why? Why indeed? Do we even start? We do start with 2 territories. We start with why? Okay, why is Tabuk stated at 11 development? Oh, you bet your ass I'm gonna end. I mean, there's like no autonomy there, but if that's really all the state is, I'm gonna be pulling that state at the earliest available opportunity. I mean, it's technically worth more money to me right now. But I think later, as I improve to other areas, I'm going to be pulling that, because, yeah, and even Transjordan at 14, Red Sea Hills at 14, Cyrenaica at 15, now I'll be pulling them pretty quickly. Those aren't really worth it. Usual stability, 108, usual stuff, Peasants' War, all that crazy stuff. Right, a couple of decisions. So yeah, when I was here before, I formed Arabia, went for Arabian coffee. Doesn't really give you anything. It's independent or tributary. Okay, so that was they've now clarified that. Yeah, Tech 10, own a few things, like own Medina, own Mecca, own basically a bunch of stuff around here, and Baghdad, which is actually up here now, isn't it? Yeah, you can own Baghdad and you can form Arabia, which probably isn't terribly worth it around here. I mean, it was done then simply for the achievement, but I mean, it's, what is it, permaclanes on Mashriq, Egypt and Arabia. You pretty much will already own them by now, although it's a free empire boost. So, you know, could be an option. Egypt makes you admin monarchy. Not sure I can even keep that. Yeah, not be nomad. Yes. So I can't so, am I reading this right? As the Mamluks, I can't form Egypt because I'm the Mamluk government. That's interesting. Even though I already own everything that matters, I can't become Egypt because I'm the Mamluk government. There's no reason, there's no way to get rid of it. And it's usual unify Islam. So what is this? Huh. So, state firearm regiments. While the technology is still in its infancy, firearms can be a deadly force on any battlefield. Blah, blah, blah. Regular training, steady supply of ammunition for a regular levy army. I cannot... Yeah, okay, so... Miltech 6 can have at least 20% professionalism, and then you basically jack up your maintenance of 15% but gain 40% drill. Interesting. There's the usual, and... Okay, those are the usual... Well, that's the usual... Muslim... pick... I only get one of them? I've already picked the other ones, I guess, to start with. Usual maritime and the innovative gain cheaper ideas thing. I don't have any of those. No, I just have Conquest of Jerusalem, so interesting that they only showed up now. Right, tend to either get rid of some forts or figure out what else I could do here. Let's take a look at the... Oh, that's a lot of tax I'm getting in. clergy and legalism. Oh yeah, because the clergy, the legalism tax as well. So, trade mode, since we're finally getting around to trade. Right, we have our guy here in Aleppo pulling the money down this way. Jesus Christ, will you stop messaging me? So we have a merchant in Aleppo pulling trade down, and here's the option to choose trade policies. Another thing that's Muslim only, apparently. That's not a trade company, we just can't do that. So, here, we have the options. Maximizing profits, which is extra trade power. Hostile trading, spy network construction, which might actually be useful. This affects the following yeah, okay. I might actually want to do that, because I might want to get a spy network on Kebab rather quickly. And possibly also on the Beyliks relatively quickly as well. Briefly inland routes, we need 50% trade power for that. Wow, you need a lot of trade power to get that boost there. Artillery bonus and siege ability, but wow, that was changed. Right, is that one of? No, it's both. And establishing the canton, or communities, sorry, for improved relations. I want hostile trading here. Absolutely. Where's my other loss? Ethiopia. Why am I wasting my time pulling from Ethiopia? I mean, you see how little cash you get from there. I mean, I guess it makes sense to pull from the Gulf of Aden, because otherwise it goes elsewhere. Hostile trading, I just want to maximize profits there. Oh, it already is. Yeah, no, I want to pull out of Ethiopia and collect here, and then we'll do some other good stuff, like, probably just maximizing even more profit. Yeah, I don't know why you'd be pulling from Ethiopia. It flows to you anyway. Why bother? Ah, right. Prestige, 400 admin, improved relations with Ramazan. Oh, I never even... Yeah. Again, we've been here so long just looking at the new stuff. I haven't even sourced... Where's the Diplo? Diplo, macro, there you go. Who would ally? Right, you guys want to all be friendly from the start. None of you I really care about. Maybe a doll. You dislike me, but you're Sunni. Maybe Somali, but you're Sunni, and you're probably one of the better ones to be facing off against the Ethiopian immediately, and you can just be like that. I don't particularly care. Yeah, I may just ally a doll, but more than anything, it's wanting to be friendly with, get friends with you guys. Oh, I never set rivals. That would be an idea. Well, we know that's happening. Absolutely. I could rival Aragon, who have apparently rivaled me back. Okay, whoop-de-doo. And there's also QQ. QQ. Now here's the thing. QQ could... I would question whether QQ would ally Kebab. No, well, there's the school relation that they dislike each other because of that. So there's an option there. Could also rival Venice. You know, let's just stick with making everyone... You know, I'm gonna leave QQ for now. Not too much I want to worry about. Right, what can I do? Well, it's to make sure we get the mill in. I'm tempted to focus mill, or at the very least, let's get a mill advisor. So these are all Egyptian, Sunni. Force limit, screw force limit. I'll take maintenance because you nearly pay for yourself. Sure, let's take some dip rep. Inflation tax, production efficiency. Inflation, I don't have anything in source of inflation, so I'm just going to take the tax right now. Also, we started with a crap ton of money. Of course, we're going to need it. Oh yeah, here's the promoting advisors and all the crazy stuff. So you can promote your advisors to the next level. If you want a specific advisor type, but they're not the right level, you can promote them by paying a lump sum, and then they go up to the next level. So you can become a +2 if I really wanted to. You pay 5 years, and then obviously they become a +2 advisor. I don't really want to do that right now. Just yet. Oh yeah, our ideas. Cav combat ability traits. I don't think I've looked at these in a while. So Cav combat, trade power, trade range, meh. Prestige, manpower recovery, some discipline, production efficiency, stab cost, trade efficiency. So very little army quality. I might want to add a little bit extra onto that very early. Depending on which comes first, I may want to be adding on a little extra army quality in there. You tempted by aristocratic again, just to like kind of what I did up there in Muscovy. You can just stack cav combat, especially considering you have that level of cav ratio as well. It can be a good thing to do. Protect our brethren in Kasser Ibrim. Where that's down here, isn't it? No, Kasser Ibrim is one of the Eat Mercuria basically. I really don't want to waste my time going down south. I mean, there really is very little point. Ooh. Whoa, how do you have 100% autonomy? Well, I don't particularly care about that. And you're 50% as well, even though you're full state core as well. There's a very bit of autonomy around. Where are the estates starting then? So we have... Holy cr... Why do these guys have 35% of the land here? No. Oh god. Why? Why do they have 35% of the land? Look at that influence. Mamluk emirs gain an extra gain 10% influence just for existing. Oh, that's new. Wow. You guys gain 10% just for existing, so I can't do anything for influencing you guys. Wow. I mean, the other thing I want to do now is, considering points are available from the start, I want to try and gain as many of them as possible, especially for rushing towards Mill 4. The problem is potentially trying to piss these guys off so much, and I'd rather not, because I want 150 mil if I can get it right now. That'll put them down to 30. These guys are going to lose so much influence almost immediately. Well, I mean, it's going to gain 15 and it's going to lose 20, so they'll be at 45, and that's before I start taking away land. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take away their land. Oh, you can bet your ass you're giving me that. Also, now you're losing, like, all of your land. First thing you're not having is this. Jesus Christ. It was recently granted. Okay, we'll be taking away all of the Emir shit in a year, pretty much. Let's see, you can keep... You're definitely not having... Do I really want you to have Algarabia? God, no. Oh yeah, Granary of the Mediterranean. Loads of goods produced. You guys are not owning this, because... Yeah, I mean, seriously. You guys are not owning this. I don't know why they all have so many. I don't know why do the... Oh, oh yeah, the Dimmy. I can't do anything. Oh, they have no influence. That's good, because I don't care about the Dimmy. So, Aleppo you guys have. You guys also have Alexandria. They make the most sense, because they're the good trade provinces, although... Apparently Damascus is also one now. I may want to get... No, it's like way too good on the development. I don't know if I want to give it to you or not. And the Ulema have... Why do these guys have so much as well? 16.2% from your controlled provinces? Like, at least they have most of the dirt. Except for Jerusalem. I don't know why you have Jerusalem. Don't worry, we'll be taking stuff away from those guys very soon. So, first thing to do... so the Ottoman Beyliks. The thing about this is I want to... As much as I want to ally them... You're nowhere near vassalization. You're nowhere near vassalization. You would vassalize, but Ramazan, you don't have cores anywhere over here. Neither do any of these guys. Karaman have a couple of cores, but otherwise, you guys don't have any cores, so I just want to eat you. So we're going to do that, and I think... I mean, I'd love to bring Medina into the fold, but I think right now, I'm tempted to ally AQ. Just so that, hopefully just so that they don't just so that they don't ally the kebab, really. We haven't even started the game. Also, apparently we were number 1, I think. I don't know. Protect our brethren, Castor Abraham, don't care about that. Prove relations at Ramazan, I don't care about that. 50 prestige is possible. I can just ignore. I'm just going to ignore that for the first month. And then I want to, you know what, we're just going to recruit a general. So here's the thing, hang on. They've changed the base pips you get as a general. You now start between, you'll get between 2 and 7, because we have only 11 army tradition. Apparently, they've reduced the amount you get as base right now. I don't really know. So... Yeah, I don't know. Not that it really cares here, but give ruler military command. Huh, well, that's new. Well, you're old, so that's off you. You can siege. Also, apparently, here's another thing you can do for a quick achievement is name a general after yourself and win a battle. Apparently, I fight well, so here, you do that. And since we got to work on, so this main part of this also has all these things that have come new. So apparently, this main thing is to have 100 army professionalism. Yes, okay, kebab doesn't exist, although... Okay, we need to own Adirni, we need to own Blurple, we need to own Hudavendigar and Ankara. So basically, we just need to own this core. So we gotta push up there really quickly, so if anything, we need to, like, get buddies with Poland. Basically, everyone who can border... Everyone good who can border the kebab and dislike them, I need to become friends with. And heck, I even want to become friends with Blurple. Not so much that I want to, like, no-CB them and annex them or something immediately. But, yeah, so we need 100 army professionalism. So, here you go. Your job is to just drill. And do that until he dies, basically. I would drill with me, but I think I'm just going to... Like, the first thing I'm going to do is just declare on you and take that core, and I guess I'll take this as well. We'll ally you in a tick. So we could finally unpause the game, I think. Let's just make sure. Oh, they added... Right, there was something else that changed around here. Apart from the building sizes, or the building icons. New manufactories. They added the farm estate back. It used to be. We used to have the farm estate, now it's back. Grain livestock. Basically, it's the crappy manufacturing because it's grain livestock or wine. No one cares about those. Although, maybe the wine, because it gets better later. And there's the mill at admin 16 for... It's a relatively late one compared to some of these, when you think about it. Basically for the new stuff. But, well, paper gems, tropical wood, glass, and chinaware. Blah, blah, blah. No one cares about that. Oh, right, and have boats as well. Feck it, I don't care. Oh, yeah, because all the checkboxes used to be buttons. Any mission will resume when the war ends. How many... I don't really care about how many sailors we have. Just go for the trade protection, as always. So we've finally gone through everything. We finally sorted everything out, because... God damn, they added so much crap we need to clear out. So you can finally get the game started. Except I've now spent over half an hour on this, so you're going to have to wait until the next one. Yes, I really am that sort of person. I will cliffhanger us here. So we can actually get started properly in the next one. You know, hate this one all you want if you want to, I don't care.